Hello and good afternoon. This is Veilog entry 94 and currently is 2 p.m. CST. Wow, okay. I just started this because I felt like doing it. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this on YouTube, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. God, recently I've been spending a lot of time in my head and emotions and just, I think I've been processing a lot of things. I don't know where they're coming from, but there seems to be a lot of stuff that I've left deep inside of me, my body, that I had to release, and it's been helping out a bit. It's just, it takes a lot of time, and it's exhausting, and just takes a lot of time, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm conventionally known as an empath as well, so I tend to try to, especially being around other people, I tend to add a lot of variables to an equation that I probably shouldn't be adding, if that kind of makes sense. That's why I seem anxious when I'm around people. Speaking of that, actually, today I took out the trash and I left my phone in my apartment building, and I actually had to get my phone is used as a way of getting into my apartment building, so that happened. So I was, I walked around. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get myself back in, because usually, I was originally thinking that, I talked to this Hispanic lady that was here like an hour ago, but she left, and I guess she was done with her shift and everything. So I had to talk to the mail lady, and I didn't want to bug anybody in their unit for that or anything like that, so I didn't bother talking to them. But I talked to there was a mail lady that was, doing her, obviously, just putting mail in their respective boxes and whatnot. And so I talked to her and I asked her if she had a phone so I can call Cedar Realty. And the funny thing is, they have that sign out to call them if, for, apartment rentals and whatnot. So that was convenient. So I talked to her, and yeah, and I had to contact them about that. And I don't know, it's like I'm just so anxious, and like I think I do. I always say that I show symptoms of ADHD, but I think I don't know. It's like it's a mixture of my anxiousness and my ADHD. I don't know. Like sometimes I have trouble finding the right words, or I'm speaking too fast for the words to come out. So I think I just need to breathe and pace my speech patterns and whatnot. So I just had to be mindful of that and whatnot. So, and sometimes I use my hands, like you can see now. It looks like I'm trying to evoke some words out of my body, and that usually tends to work and whatnot. But I don't know. Like I was just like silly things here and there that I was just blanking out on. I was like, I don't know. It was just my mind was everywhere, and I couldn't focus. So I'm, just doing these kinds of things does help out with that. But it's still there, and people see it. I think it's pretty funny. The girl was finishing my words for me while I was talking to the lady on the phone, the mail lady, and I was just blanking out on words, like simple words like building an apartment. But I again, like I was just going way too fast. I just had to slow down and speak properly, so it's more fluid and not as sparsed out, I guess. I guess it's a good way to think of it. Or chunky, just like more fluid as opposed to it being chunky. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know. I don't feel like thinking about words right now. I'm just exhausted. I'm also being impatient with myself. I tend to do that a lot, actually, where I'm impatient, where I know if I just took a little bit more time to think about it, then it would come out. It's just like I tend to like just move on from it if there's like a certain time interval in which my brain is not thinking of that given word. It's just how I guess it's something I could work on. Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess like I'm still a little bit bummed out that I didn't get that job, but it's fine. That's fine. I'm sure there are a lot of other possibilities. I have been looking at other job positions and whatnot because I know I think I can get a job. Again, like I said, I said I was supposed to call the park district and ask them what was going on with the status of my job application for the park attendant thing that was going on, and I didn't do that. And yeah, I just I didn't do that. I think I'll do it anyways. I don't know if I'm going to. There are two paths I was thinking about taking. It's like maybe I should just wait, because I think for the the event assistant thing that was going on. They changed the status before they sent me the email, which was weird. So it definitely wasn't an accident. It definitely wasn't an accident. It was like, which is weird. It's like, why haven't they contacted me yet after they changed the status of, setting up an interview and whatnot, right? And because the email that they sent me for the first position was, through a request system where I could actually click on this link to then schedule an interview with them, where I get to choose and not have to call them and then you have to schedule the stuff. It's an automated system that they have, which was nice. So I don't know. And maybe, this is a part of a different department of the Chicago Park District, so I'm not sure if that they just do things differently or whatever. I don't know. But during that hang time, I've just been cleaning up my apartment, and I've been sitting around and listening to readings, because their tarot readings are actually kind of, I think I see it in a more practical sense. I know there are a lot of people that like doing it for making their life seem more interesting, but I'm trying to use it to help myself, actually, because it's been helping me out with clearing my mind more and understanding what the heck is going on in my head, at least with the people that I've been listening to. So that's been useful. It's been useful. So I think I'll do that more often. The thing is that there are two sides to the coin, where you can get like really obsessed and just start looking at things that don't really help you out, or you can think of it more of a practical sense as a way to point things out, to help you come into awareness of those problems in your head, I guess. And that's how I've been seeing it as, which is helpful. I don't know. There's really nothing else that's going on. I've just been doing my own thing, and I've been resting, listening to my body more, and I don't know, like I said, I have a lot of ups and downs. People would say, "Oh, you have bipolar disorder." It's like, I don't know. I think it's just the current place that I'm in as of now. The current place that I'm in, and how much introspection I've been doing to weed out these thoughts and buried emotions that just left there inside of me for so long. And I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff to process, I guess, which is fine. Why would you ignore those kinds of things? It can be painful, though. It can be painful. That's fine, Just getting those emotions out that you've decided to. I can go on and on about why I did it. Like, I don't think back in my childhood, I didn't really have a choice, right? I didn't have the resources to let those out then, right? So, I'm doing it now. But yeah, and there's this other part of my mind that's like, oh, it's like, why are you doing this now? It's like, you need to get a job and keep looking for jobs and whatnot, and applying for more places. But I think I'm going to listen to my intuition. I'm listening to my intuition. I'm just going to listen to what my higher self is telling me. I guess you could call it that. And that's been helping out quite a bit. So, yeah. Quite a bit. I'm sure there are a lot of other things that I've been thinking about that, my head's just been a mess. I've been so anxious, and it's just been an absolute mess. So I've been walking a lot and going to the lake and just sitting down, looking at the water to, keep me calm and not so sensitive. And it's weird because I've been more sensitive towards my environment, and I think it's probably because of the fact that I've been looking at myself more. So I'm seeing more of the external world because of that. That kind of makes sense. I don't know. Which is weird. I haven't really thought of that much. I wouldn't say it's a sensitivity towards sounds. I've always been sensitive towards sounds. It's more towards people. Probably because of the fact that I'm actually looking at myself. Like I said, I'm looking at myself more, which I guess I'm getting more in touch with my human self, right? So, and the person that I was back then was, I think, a pretty big empath, based on what I've seen online and the literature I've been reading and the videos I've been watching. I think I was a pretty big empath. I tended to abandon myself for others, pretty much, and all my other relationships were like that as well. Yeah, I did that for my family. and all the relationships I've been in, and my friends as well that I had back then, I wasn't really listening to myself, and that's like I mean that's a huge obstacle to get over for people like me, is understanding that and being able to like just turn yourself inwards. And yeah, I mean, like, what, I guess it's been like 5 months of me looking more, well, I used to say that I was looking inwards. I don't know, I'm looking inwards in a different way, in a different light. Because I would say that, I don't know, I was going through a lot of things like 5 or 6 years ago. Um, but I was looking inside myself in the wrong way. I don't know how that make, I don't know. But I was just, it could have been much faster, but I think I knew I had to, I don't know. I don't really know. I think, actually, while shocking myself by putting myself in a place like this, really, I had no other choice. I really had no other choice by doing this, right? And I think me back then, before I did this, knew that I had to. So, which was a long time waiting. I think I should have done that much earlier, but it is what it is. I think I still had a lot of other things to go through before I could get here. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's probably a lot of processing still going on in the back of my head that I don't really see as of now, but I'm glad I'm doing it now. And I did talk to my sister yesterday was it yesterday? Or was that 2 days ago? I'm sorry, 2 days ago. It was, yeah, we talked for like 2 hours or something, and she was, I don't know, she was helping me out with these kinds of things because, I think she's a lot more emotionally intelligent than I am. I think. I don't know. Well, I don't think she is. I don't know. No, I don't really know. I think she likes giving me advice because, well, she studies psychology in school. So she likes helping out with these kinds of things, even though, again, like I said, I sometimes tend to put myself under to let them have a chance at the spotlight. I've always been that kind of person. I don't know why. I guess I know why. It's just that I'm an empath or whatever, whatever you want to call it. I never cared about being in the spotlight, really. There's nothing I really cared about. My sister loved it. She was the first child, of course. My brother was kind of almost the same way, but I don't know, like I don't think he was really the same. My sister was the main one. She was overbearing. She wanted attention. So I think I lost out on a lot of attention because of just how overwhelming she was towards my parents, right? So they had no energy to give me. I was just kind of stuck in between, and yeah, I mean, like, I guess I could go on and on about that, but it's just, like, I'm not blaming anybody about it. It's just, it happened to be my circumstance, and I'm fixing it now, so. Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't even go through these kinds of stages in their life, so I'm very lucky to have come to the realization that something was morbidly wrong. I mean, I whatever. It takes time. Yeah, I don't know. As you've seen, I don't know if I'm going to cut my hair, really. I don't know yet. There are a lot of things that I put on to-do list where it serves as a way. It's just a thought, right? It's a thought that I solidified to keep thinking about it, because I'm one of those people that just, for some reason, I have to, like, I want to think thoroughly about it before I do it. And I say I'm procrastinating. I think, okay, getting here, I think that's one of the things that I'm saying that it's hard, because it's like one of those things where you want to be accountable for something, but also there's not really a really good reason on why you should be accountable for it, And I've always been that kind of person where I feel like I have to have a pretty good reason to do something. Like running or, just like going to school and all that. I can't do something until I have a pretty good reason for it. And getting a haircut I don't really have a good reason. I did it because I told myself to do it, right? And like, I told myself that I wanted to do more of that because I said so, but also the person that's saying so is the producer of these things, obviously, so. and they can provide a reason for why I should do it and whatnot. So I don't know what that means. um, yeah, I don't know. I've just been, I have like s- small things here and there that I've been working on. Small things like loose ends and whatnot. I was trying to think of different ways to say it. I do that a lot. um, yeah, I mean, I still have my shoes there, and I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm not. I haven't been thinking about it actually. I've been kind of ignoring that. I say I'm trying to figure that out, but I haven't been thinking about it because I had other things that I was thinking about that was taking all of my headspace, and that's fine. I'm not going to force myself to get out of it. No. Yeah, obviously, if it's happening, it's for a good reason, most likely. I think. Um, yeah, I think that's it for now. I don't really have anything else to say, so hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.